Welcome. Take a deep breath. You're here, and that's enough. This isn't a place for pressure. You're not here to impress anyone. You're not here to memorize grammar rules. You're here to simply listen and maybe slowly learn English in a different way. This is a podcast for anyone who feels tired of grammar books, tired of rules, tired of trying so hard. This is for the ones who still want to learn but want peace, not pressure. Today we talk about how to learn English without studying grammar too much. Yes, it's possible, and yes, you can still become a good speaker, even a fluent one. So settle in. Maybe you're lying down or walking or just resting your eyes. Wherever you are, just let the words flow into you. No effort, no stress. Let's begin. Chapter 1: Why Grammar Isn't Everything. Let's start with a simple idea. You don't need perfect grammar to speak good English. Think about it. Children don't study grammar rules before they speak. They just listen. And slowly, the language enters their brain. No pressure, no fear. They speak, they make mistakes, they improve. And the truth is, most native English speakers don't even know the grammar rules themselves. They just speak naturally. If you've been stuck in grammar books, if you feel nervous every time someone mentions past perfect or modal auxiliaries, take a breath. You don't need that stress. You need real English, living English, spoken English, and most of it comes from experience, not explanation. Chapter 2: The Problem with Studying Grammar Too Much. Studying grammar isn't bad, but too much of it can actually stop your progress. Here's why. Grammar is like a map. It helps you understand the roads. But if you spend your whole life looking at the map, you never actually travel. Some learners study rules for years, but they never speak. Why? Because they're afraid of making mistakes. They're waiting for the perfect sentence, the perfect grammar, the perfect moment. But perfection never comes, so they stay silent. And silence is the enemy of fluency. You don't learn a language by thinking about it. You learn by using it. Even if it's messy, even if it's wrong. Mistakes are not a problem, they are part of the process. Chapter 3: Input First, the Natural Way. So, how do you learn English without focusing on grammar? The answer is simple. Start with input. Listen, read, absorb. Let English enter your ears and eyes every single day. You don't need to study, you just need to hear it. When a baby hears the word apple 100 times, they don't ask about grammar. They just know it means something red and round and sweet. You can do the same. Start listening to slow English. Stories, conversations, soft podcasts like this one. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just relax, listen again and again. Slowly, your brain starts to recognize the patterns. And the best part, your grammar improves without you even noticing. Chapter for Grammar Through Patterns, Not Rules. Let's talk about patterns. Grammar is full of patterns. Things that happen again and again in English. For example, I am going. She doesn't like. They have been a. You don't need to know the rule. You just need to hear it enough times. Think about songs. When you hear the same chorus many times, you remember it, even if you don't try to. Language works the same way. You remember patterns. You repeat them. You build them into your speech. That's real grammar. That's natural grammar. And it doesn't need a textbook. Chapter 5: Focus on phrases, not words. When most people start learning English, they begin with single words. Table, chair, dog, beautiful. That's okay in the beginning, but here's a better way. Learn phrases, not just words. Because real English isn't built from single bricks. It's built from whole blocks, phrases that people use every day. Like, I'm not sure about that. What do you mean? Can you help me with this? Let me think about it. When you learn these small pieces together, you speak more naturally. And the grammar, it's already included inside the phrase. You're not learning rules, you're learning rhythm. You're learning what real people actually say. No stress, no studying, just noticing. Chapter 6. Listen to the same things again and again. This may sound boring, but it works. If you want English to become part of you, listen to the same material again and again. Not once, not twice, maybe 10 times, maybe more. Why? Because repetition is how the brain learns deeply. The first time you hear something, you don't catch much. The second time, you catch a little more. By the fifth or sixth time, your brain begins to feel the grammar. You don't memorize it. You don't analyze it. You just absorb it. And that kind of learning lasts a long time. You don't have to take notes. You don't have to understand every word. Just let the sound wash over you. That's how children learn, and you can too. Chapter 7. Speak without fear of grammar. One of the biggest blocks in learning English is fear, especially fear of grammar mistakes. And here's a secret. Most people don't care if your grammar is perfect. They care if they can understand you. And guess what? You can be understood even with grammar mistakes. You can have a whole conversation with simple grammar, as long as your message is clear. So instead of focusing on rules, focus on communication. Say what you want to say, even if it's not perfect. The more you speak, the more your grammar improves naturally. Grammar comes from doing, not just knowing. So go ahead. Speak, make mistakes, laugh a little, learn a lot. Chapter 8. You see the English all the time. You don't need big, fancy English. You don't need complicated tenses or high-level vocabulary. Use the easy English you already know. If you're not sure how to say something in a complex way, say it in a simple way. Instead of, I was supposed to have completed the assignment by yesterday, just say, I needed to finish it yesterday. Instead of, it would have been better if you had called me, say, you should have called me. Simple English is good English. It's clean, it's clear, and it builds confidence. You can always learn more later, but for now, keep it simple. Speak with the English you have, not the English you wish you had. Chapter 9. Don't memorize rules, notice real English. Memorizing grammar rules might feel like learning, but often it only stays in your head, not in your mouth. That's because rules are not how we truly learn to speak. We learn by noticing. Notice how people talk. Notice what words they use together. Notice the little patterns that keep coming back. You don't have to write anything down. You don't need a notebook. Just listen with soft attention. Watch a movie. Hear someone say, it's been a long day. And think, oh, that's how they say it. You don't need to repeat it right away. Just notice it. Let it sink in. Language grows in quiet moments of attention. Not pressure. Not practice. Just presence. Chapter 10. Reading for feel, not for grammar. Reading helps, but how you read matters. Don't read to analyze grammar. Read to feel the flow. Pick something simple. A short story, a blog post, a comic book. Even subtitles while watching a show. Let your eyes move gently across the words. Don't stop to check every grammar point. Don't pause for every unknown word. Just keep going. Feel the rhythm. Feel the tone. Feel how sentences breathe. Over time, you'll start to guess grammar not from rules, but from rhythm. That's the kind of grammar that lives inside you. That's the grammar that stays. Chapter 11. Talk to yourself. Yes, really? Speaking English doesn't always need a partner. You can speak to yourself. In the morning, say what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm making tea. It looks like it's going to rain. You're not performing. You're not testing yourself. You're just talking. This is how babies learn. They speak out loud about everything. It becomes natural. You can do the same. You're building the bridge from your mind to your mouth. No judgment. No audience. Just quiet, personal practice. Chapter 12. Don't chase perfection. There's no perfect grammar. There's no perfect sentence. There's no perfect English. And there's no perfect you. So stop chasing it. Speak your English. Let it be full of flaws. It doesn't matter if your tenses are right. What matters is that you keep speaking. Language grows with mistakes. Like a river learning its path. You don't fix yourself, you flow. Perfection creates pressure. Pressure blocks progress. So let go. You're learning English in your own way, in your own time. And that is enough. Chapter 13. Learn from listening, not studying. Many learners try to memorize grammar from books. But most of the grammar you really need lives in sound. In speech and tone and the music of language. So if you want to improve, listen. Listen to people talk. Listen to podcasts like this one. Listen to English movies with subtitles on. And here's the key: listen with calm. Don't try to catch everything. Don't rewind every 2 seconds. Just let the sounds move through you. Your brain is smarter than you think. It's recording patterns. It's learning quietly. Over time, things begin to click. You hear a phrase like, "I've been working on that." And one day you say it without even thinking. That's learning without pressure. That's grammar without studying. Chapter 14. Use English in daily life. Don't wait for a perfect English class. Use the English you have right now. Change your phone settings to English. Write your shopping list in English. Think in English while walking to work. You don't need big actions. Tiny steps matter. Talk to yourself while doing the dishes. "I'm washing this plate, it's still a little dirty." There we go. That's grammar right there. No textbook, just life. The more you use English in real moments, the more natural it becomes. It stops feeling like a foreign language. It starts feeling like your language. Chapter 15. Accept the slow path. Fluency doesn't come fast, and that's okay. Some days you'll feel like you're improving. Other days you'll feel stuck. Both are part of the path. You're not in a race. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone. If you learned one small phrase today, great. If you just listened and relaxed, also great. Language grows quietly, like plants. You don't see change every day, but one day it blooms. Trust the slow growth. Let English come to you. Chapter 16. Let go of the rules, just speak. Let this be your new rule: no more rules. Forget the grammar books. Forget the correct way to say everything. Instead, speak. Speak badly if you have to. Speak with broken grammar. Speak without knowing the rules, because the more you speak, the more fluent you become. Your grammar will fix itself with time. But only if you speak. Think of grammar like balance on a bike. You don't learn it by reading about it. You learn it by riding and falling and getting up. And one day, without noticing, you're riding smoothly. Same with English. You'll speak one day and someone will say, "Your English is great." And you'll smile because you'll know you did it without chasing grammar. Chapter 17. Make peace with mistakes. Mistakes are not the enemy. They are part of the process. You will say the wrong thing. You will forget a word. You might even feel embarrassed. And that's okay. Because mistakes are proof that you're trying. They show you're alive inside the language. So make peace with them. Say something wrong. Then say it again, a little better. That's how fluency grows, not from being perfect, but from being brave. Remember, every fluent speaker was once a beginner. And they all made mistakes. Just like you. Chapter 18. Learn like a child, not a scholar. Think about how children learn language. They don't take grammar tests. They don't do homework. They don't know the names of tenses, but they speak fluently. Why? Because they learn with curiosity, not pressure. They learn through play, listening, copying. They repeat phrases over and over. They learn by living. You can do the same. Watch, listen, copy. Repeat things you hear in shows. Use simple English in everyday life. Smile when you make a mistake. The less you worry, the faster you grow. Chapter 19. Forget rules, trust rhythm. Language is not a list of rules. It's a rhythm, a feeling, a melody. You don't need to understand the grammar behind. I've been thinking about it. You just need to hear it enough times until it feels right. You don't need to know what a modal verb is. You just need to hear it. You should try it. Can I help you? It might be raining. And let your brain build its own understanding. Grammar doesn't live in books. It lives in repetition. Let your ears be your teacher. Let your tongue try. Let your brain do the work in the background. It will. Chapter 20. English is a companion, not a goal. Finally, remember this. English is not a race to win. It's not a skill to perfect. It's a companion to walk with. It's a friend that helps you travel. It opens doors. It brings you closer to people. Don't treat it like a test. Treat it like a friend. Talk to it gently. Practice with kindness. Stay with it patiently. It will stay with you too. You don't need grammar stress. You need time, touch, and trust. And you'll get there. Not by studying grammar, but by living English slowly, softly, and your way. So here we are. You listened. You stayed. You let the words flow through you. That means you're learning. Not with pressure, not with grammar books, but with presence. And that's powerful. Keep going like this. Trust your way. And speak your English however it comes. This is not the end. It's the beginning of real, natural, effortless learning. Thanks for joining me. Stay soft, stay steady, and let English become a part of you. One small moment at a time.